So another updated product from ALLWEI. Yes, this is a budget brand, but I've always been impressed with the design, the specs, the features, kind of everything with this company. So yes, now we do have an updated, this one's 512 watt hours. So a popular size, it's not the most capable, but guess what? Guess what? It's going to be very, very portable. In fact, they're saying only 13 pounds, which for 512 watt hours LFP batteries, pretty impressive. So yeah, if you want something to kind of take with you, that's still going to give you some pretty good specs. And kind of the big news here is you are going to get all the latest tech, all the latest upgrades that all the power stations in 2024 have been getting. You're going to get it on this budget unit. And this, as I said, this is a budget brand, budget unit. You get a lot for your money. So let's go through and see, let's see what you do get. So how about 500 watt inverter? So yeah, they're saying up here 1,000 watt peak, that's 1,000 watt surge. So, you're still going to be able to, you can pretty much survive off grid with a 500 watt inverter. In fact, if you get the right appliances, there are plenty of little cooking appliances that you can find less than 500 watts. You just have to find them. You search on Amazon for them, you can find them. So you could still cook. That's kind of the biggest draw you're going to really have with the power station. And as you can see here, you actually get 3 outlets too. So, you can plug in multiple things at once. And then guess what? Yeah, there's 100 watt USB-C. You'd probably be looking for that. And a bunch of, several 12 volt options. In fact, this is the wrong slide. In fact, they do even say right here, because some of you guys, you still kind of question this. Yeah, right there, 13.8 volts it's regulated at. So you're going to be able to definitely use that with a 12 volt fridge or, whatever. You can run it all the way down. Hey, you can run it all the way down till it's dead, to 0%. It's going to be regulated. It's going to power it all the way until it dies, basically. And so, yeah, plenty of outlets to choose from here. And then, of course, the big news is this is what everybody wants nowadays. LFP battery, 512 watt hours. So actually, for a 13-pound unit, it's pretty impressive. A lot of capacity there. And then, of course, since you do have a decent amount of capacity, you want to be able to charge it up fast, don't you? So they say that this is ultra fast recharge. Not quite. It's it's a lot faster than some of the older power stations for sure, but it's not top of the class. There's no like 1 hour charge with this thing, but still, this has some pretty cool features, including, this is awesome. In fact, this is one of my favorite things that ALLWEI is doing. They're putting this on all their models. Check this out. There's 3 different charging options from the wall, from grid power. There's Q, N, and S. And you might be saying to yourself, well, what the heck does that mean? Well, it's all right here. In fact, actually, let's zoom in on this. There it is. We're zoomed in on it. Let's talk about it now. So there's this button right here. This is awesome because there's no app. You don't have to get out your phone. You don't have to install an app. You don't have to create some account. You don't have to have an app with like a bunch of spyware on your phone just to change, some little setting on your power station. No, it's right there. Right? You just press the button. It's so simple. It's so easy. And basically you can cycle through. There's Q, there's N, and then there's S. So Q is quick. It's very quick, in fact, but it's not top of the class. So yeah, we'll come back to that. N is just normal. It's this standard speed. That's probably the one you're going to want to just leave it on, unless you're real sensitive to noise. S is for silent. So if you don't want to hear the fans going, you can put it on silent mode. And as you can imagine, it's going to charge quite slowly, but it's a nice option to have that for sure. And you can see the speeds here, right here. They're saying on the quick mode, basically like 3 hours still on the fastest mode. So you might find that a little disappointing. So what is that, what is that really on a 512 watt hour battery? it's probably somewhere around 200 watts. So, you know, hey, you know, it's a lot faster than the older models for sure. But again, you're not going to really be able to charge this thing up super fast. But that's okay because, you know, I've talked about this. It's not good for the battery to charge it up super fast anyway. So, yeah, 200 watts going into a small battery like this is still pretty good. The normal mode, 4 to 5 hours. So somewhere around, it's probably a little over 100 watts, a little above. And then the silent mode you can see right there. I mean, it's really going to drop it down. 6 to 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours is going to take all day. But hey, it'll be completely silent. So, and then maybe you want to do solar. And yeah, they're saying you can actually combine AC and solar, or AC and a DC source. You can combine them. So if you did use the quickest mode and then you pump this thing with as much solar as possible, you could, in theory, really charge this thing up fast. It's just, you know, it's a lot of work. It's difficult to do that, isn't it? So, yeah, but you can do it. Now, for the solar specs, they're not that great. About 7 hours. Basically, it's just a standard 100 watt panel, 18 volt panel. That's all you can really put into this thing because it's a maximum of 24 volts, okay? And it's 5521, so it's just a little barrel connector. And the last feature you're probably wondering about, yeah, there is a UPS mode. In fact, 10 milliseconds or less. So that's a really good spec on it as well. And you can see here too, just for confirmation on the screen, you know, if you are using UPS mode, it will tell you on the screen. Because a lot of people, they wonder, you know, they wonder, okay, you know, I got the thing plugged in and I've got something plugged into it. Is it going to work? You know, it's nice to know, yes, this thing is in UPS mode. And then, you know, the last thing here is, guess what? You know, no power station would be complete without an LED light, right? So, and guess what? This is a good one. It's on the back side. So yeah, kind of a cool little, it's a cool little power station. Nice upgrades, nice updates from ALLWEI. And you can tell too, just by looking at this thing, there's nothing flashy about this. You know, they're just trying to make a good product for you guys at a good price.